What's up guys, Martini Kicks here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how to lace up your Jordan 1s. This is just how I lace them up. Obviously, this is my Diaz pair of Cyber Mondays. I've been meaning to wear these for a while, but I've been saving it in order to make this video. This is what the finished product should look like. These are my UNC ones that I've laced up already. It's kind of like loose with the knot at the top, so it's not so loose that it's going to be like your foot's gonna be like slipping out of them, but it is loose enough that you can like have them tied and just slip your foot in, and it's a pretty casual look. Let's get started on the Cyber Mondays. So the UNCs, I'm going for that exact look, and they were laced pretty loose. I kind of try to like exaggerate how loose they are, because then I can always go back and tighten them. It's a lot harder to go back and loosen it. Right now I'm just making sure the laces are even, and they are. Just gonna make sure it's flat. I like a look where it sort of starts out a little bit tight on the bottom and then works its way looser. See right there, the lace was so long that even though I tried to make sure it would stay flat, it didn't. So just twist it while it's in there.
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly game we play. Look at this madness, the magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but
yeah, if the tongue is like kind of flat, which is if you have a pair of Jordan 1s that comes unlaced, so it'll be kind of, you know, flat like that since it's never been tightened enough to curve yet. Once you actually lace up the shoe, it will obviously curve like that and go in here, and it'll look like a normal shoe. But if it's like this, a good way to know when you're lacing it right is if it's kind of like laying flat on the tongue, because then when it curves, it'll be kind of loose like that. That's kind of what you want.
see I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and
just every once in a while, make sure your laces are still even, because maybe you'll pass over one of the laces and it'll be a lot looser than the one under it, and then your laces will go uneven. So by the time you reach the top, you'll have like 2 inches less of this lace than this lace, and then the knot won't look right.
day and night, the lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. Day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night.
So now that we're getting there, I just want to say I would not recommend putting your laces through this little hole right there. You can see, put the laces through, especially when you're going for like something loose like this. It's just really annoying when the laces go through there. If one day you ever want to tighten it or loosen it, it's a lot harder to do so with the laces going through that part of the tongue. This shoe, since it's all black on the inside, a lot of times I'll just look to see the hole on the outside, make sure I'm not skipping a hole, because that can really mess you up, especially if you skip one like down here. Just check on the side and make sure you didn't skip a hole. So as you can see on the UNCs, I stopped at this hole right here. If you go to these top holes, it kind of covers up this top of the tongue, which I like to show, because as you can see with the knot, it kind of goes right under the Nike Air, and I feel like that's what is good to show. Also, this knot, since it's a bit of a like smaller knot, very hard to make it like stay sideways like that. So I usually hate my knots like upwards like that, but I feel like with this, it's like the one shoe, the one style that it doesn't look too bad on, and it's pretty hard to prevent it going like that. Also, you may have to tighten a little bit if your shoes are, if you can tell that the laces are gonna be too small. The laces at the end are gonna be too small to tie a knot with. Just make sure you tighten a little. This isn't a super loose look. It's just loose enough, basically. A lot of times I'll do on the top hole, since it is the final hole before you're done. I'll lace it up tight, not like pull on it super tight.
Bang.
That, and what that does is it makes sure that when you're walking that your tongue's not going forward like a pair of Timbs or something. It'll kind of stay secured to your foot. So once you're up here, just gonna want to tie a normal knot. Don't really tie it up too tight. That will also make it look just pretty awkward in my opinion. If it is too long, like I think that is a little too long, and it's not really centered, just go back, keep on tying it, retying it, maybe loosen up or tighten up the. So yeah, in this case, I think these top laces be a little bit looser, just to make the actual laces up here a little shorter. And there you go, that's kind of what you're looking for. Yeah, I'm really picky with my knot. So oftentimes, you know, one sort of bow will look bigger than the other like it just did. And I'll try to retie it because after all, this knot is probably going to stay for like a long time. Like this is not something you're going to untie and retie every time. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how I lace my Jordan 1s. Catch you guys on the on-feet.
Day, night. Hold the phone. The lonely stoner, Mr. Solo Dolo. He's on the move, can't seem to shake the shade.